Step number 3. Establish your auto ship. I remember when I was first introduced to the principle of auto ship, this was a source of confusion for me. I was told that I should put my credit card on file with the company and decide today what I would want 30 days from now. And I remember thinking, well, why in the world don't I just buy 30 days from now what I want 30 days from now? That's what made sense to me. And one day the person, you'll have a sponsor in this business, the person who's guiding you through the process. And I had a sponsor in the business. And my sponsor said, Randy, if you don't establish auto ship, I won't support you. And so I clicked on auto ship. And then as soon as he left, I clicked off auto ship. He had not helped me understand at all the logic behind auto ship. I want you to understand it. I had one of the most amazing experiences anyone's ever had in this industry. A number of years ago, I could not start in MonaVie. MonaVie wasn't born by the time I started in the industry, but I got involved and I built a business, and I built it and built it and built it with the help of an amazing upline organization and downline and cross lines, and had a fantastic life experience. And one day was faced with a very, very significant health challenge and found myself unable to work. And for a 3-year period of time, literally for 3 years, I was unable to function in the business. You'll learn more about that as we get to know each other. I became unable to function in the business. And during that period of time, my income never went down. I hesitate to use figures because they're so large. They almost bounce off people's brains. But at that point in time, I had over 68,000 people on auto ship. My monthly income was multiple times the average annual income in America. And during that 3-year period, my income never went down. How did that happen? I had completely separated myself from the generation of income. One of the primary reasons that became a reality for me was because we had created an auto ship foundation that literally would not break. Now, I want you to stop and contemplate for a moment the various things that you find attractive about participating in this community commerce method of doing business. When I was first introduced to the concept, the things that appealed to me were the possibility of truly helping others. I had the dream and the vision of helping others who so desperately needed to earn just a little bit of extra money on a part-time basis, be able to comfortably accomplish that. That first dream, that first promise that we make in this industry is that true part-time people can generate a meaningful income. I assure you that dream is only likely to be accomplished, realized, lived, and experienced by those who establish an auto ship platform in their business. Why? Because when the part-time person stops working, if there's not a predetermined consumption base built in the business established by auto ship, the income will go to zero. When the income goes to zero, the encouragement that makes one stay engaged in the process tends to disseminate very, very quickly. It goes away, dissolves. So the first reason that one must be on auto ship is not for you. It is so that people in your group have a logical chance to establish a process that creates success for true part-time people in a relatively short period of time. So you see, you're not getting on auto ship for your upline, the person who's inviting you to this process. Will they have some benefit? Well, sure, but that's not why you do it. You do it for the benefit of those people in your group. You don't do it for the benefit of people who preceded you in the program. And then the next dream that we have, isn't it true that there's some intrigue or allure to you, this possibility of working for a season, being able to step aside and having the income take on, to some degree at least, a life of its own? I bought into the idea years ago that if I did it right for a period of time and created a proper auto ship foundation, that if I then slowed my work down by 50%, that my income would only slow down by 25%, that my income would have taken on a degree of permanence. It actually got much, much better than that. The day came where if I didn't work at all, my income stayed the exact same, whether or not I was working. I completely separated myself from the generation of income. That because of the creation of an auto ship foundation that simply would not break. What I had proposed to you is that your logic in establishing auto ship is because in your fully embracing the principle of auto ship, this then is what encourages and empowers those in your group to do likewise. That then makes possible the living out of the dreams and the promises of this community commerce industry, that true part-time people can generate a meaningful income relatively quickly, that we can, to some degree, begin to have our income take on a degree of permanence after 2 or 3 years of correct activity, correct acting upon these principles, and that someday, one day, we'll be able to completely separate ourselves from the generation of income. Now, I here want to state, it never is quite like a CD. That's not what it is. It's never just an instrument, a vehicle that spits out income with no participation on your part. That likely will not occur. But what can occur is the development of an income stream that requires only very passive and very, very positive and pleasurable management. None of those very, very attractive dreams can be realized minus a correct auto ship foundation. And so for you, in establishing auto ship, one must contemplate the long-term ramifications. The fundamental values of network marketing are based upon establishment of a proper network marketing foundation that simply cannot break, your understanding of it. And so now step number 3, simply push pause, go into the back office and establish your auto ship. And as you establish your auto ship, do so with these thoughts in mind. Your auto ship should include products for your own consumption. and should continue to include products for promotional activities. Let your auto ship be an auto ship that includes enough of the extraordinary MonaVie product line, juice, reveal bars, a combination of the elements, enough for your own consumption and enough for ongoing business practices. And here now, I will share with you a life experience. If your auto ship contains in it products for your own consumption and for ongoing business practices, then the auto ships established in your group will be likewise. Your multiplier will be based upon that appropriate order, not just initially but ongoing, and the stability of your business will be much, much, much more predictably positive. Auto ship is a key component to our industry. Live it, establish it now, understand it, make it sacred in your business.